Welcome to the Rebel Health Coach Podcast with Thom Underwood. Armed with truth and knowledge, your journey to a healthy lifestyle can be obtained. Preventative wellness, quality nourishment, and daily fitness routines dramatically improve your outlook on life as a whole. And you'll find the support and info you need to accomplish a healthier lifestyle here. Together, we can empower each other along our journey to an amazing you.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you may be listening to this, it's the Rebel Health Coach Podcast. And today's episode, I am going to go outside my box and do a solo show for you. The show's entitled A Holistic Approach. So sit back and enjoy. So a holistic approach, I get to ask this many times. What is a holistic approach? The definition of a holistic approach on the World Wide Web is this. Holistic health is an approach to life. Rather than focusing on illness or specific parts of the body, this ancient approach to health considers the whole person and how he or she interacts with his or her environment. It emphasizes a connection of the mind, body, and spirit. The goal is to achieve maximum well-being, where everything is functioning to the very best that is possible. With holistic health, people accept responsibility for their own level of well-being, and everyday choices are used to take charge of one's own health. You see, the human body does an amazing job of healing itself given the right tools. And I believe one of these tools is the approach of mind, body, and spirit. A quote by the Dalai Lama, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, he answered, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money, then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, then dies having never really lived. What an awesome quote. You see, what we feed our bodies, food-wise, is secondary to our primary food group, which is our career, our relationships, our spirituality, and our physical activity. This primary food group is so very important. Here's a quote from a friend of mine, Lisa Jackson's book. You may remember her. She was on the last podcast, episode 13, I believe. Her book was entitled Savvy Secrets, Eat, Think, and Thrive, 7 Steps to Optimal Health. It's an amazing book, and I suggest you go grab a copy, listen to episode 13. You will be able to find the link to order the book. This quote is important, so listen carefully. What you choose to eat, think, and do today determines tomorrow's health, plain and simple. I have to agree a lot with that statement because we are lived in a daily environment of stress and toxins, and I struggle with it as much as everybody else does. So stress is a major factor in our day-to-day living. And this is where I believe the holistic approach comes in. Hans Selye, a famous psychologist who coined the term stress, defined it this way: a non-specific response to the body to any demand made upon it. A little bit of stress is actually good, because it can motivate you and lead you to an appropriate amount of worry to help you meet your daily goals. However, too much stress can decrease your brain function, create hormone imbalances, make you gain weight, and leave you more vulnerable to illness. You see, when stress becomes chronic and prolonged, the hypothalamus is activated and triggers the adrenal glands to release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is normally released in a specific rhythm throughout the day. It should be high in the mornings when you wake up. This is what helps you get out of bed and start your day. Gradually taper off throughout the day so you feel tired at bedtime and can fall asleep. Research shows that chronic stress can not only increase absolute cortisol levels, but more importantly, it disrupts the natural cortisol rhythm. And it's this broken cortisol rhythm that wreaks so much havoc on your body. Among other effects, it raises your blood sugar, makes it hard for glucose to get into your cells, makes you hungry and crave sugar, reduces your ability to burn fat, suppresses your HPA axis, which causes hormonal imbalances, reduces your DHEA, testosterone, growth hormone, and TSH levels, makes your cells less sensitive to insulin, increases your belly fat, and makes your liver fatty. It also increases the rate at which you store fat, and it raises the level of fatty acids and triglycerides in your body. So you see, stress causes a lot of issues, and a main factor in why belly fat is so prevalent today. You cannot heal and repair or find your optimal weight if you are under constant stress daily or in a fight or flight mode. I like to call this mode the cornered wounded dog syndrome. You know what happens when you corner a wounded dog? It wants to fight back. And that's what our body does under constant stress. It's physically impossible to maintain your optimal weight when you have this issue. You see, our nervous system has two main opposing states. Either the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is active, which is controlled by conscious thought and is called fight or flight. It secretes adrenaline and cortisol, among other hormones. Or the parasympathetic nervous system, the PNS, which, when active, is controlled by our subconscious and controls digestion and is responsible for healing and repair. This is where our body needs to be. The sympathetic nervous system, or the SNS, cannot differentiate between being chased by a saber-toothed tiger and constant modern living worries. This is another example of a biological defense mechanism beautifully designed to protect us. When you are constantly stressed, you are stuck in this sympathetic nervous system SNS mode, and this has become the default mode of our modern living. You see, we cannot find our optimal weight or heal and repair if we are constantly in this overdrive. We must all develop a practice to mindfully reduce stress. So I've come up with a list of brain-healthy ways to relax and reduce your stress. And I'll include these in the show notes for you to go look at and print out if you'd like. It will be a PDF file so you can download it and print it out. But number one is deep breathing. Deep breathing is a very effective method for overcoming stress, one that can be done anywhere and at any time. When you take shallow breaths, it reduces the amount of oxygen that reaches your brain cells, reducing overall brain function. As you inhale, let your belly expand, and when you exhale, pull your belly in to push the air out of your lungs. This allows you to expel more air, which in turn encourages you to inhale more deeply. Second, exercise will help you manage stress by immediately lowering stress hormones and helping you become more resistant to stress over time. Raising your heart rate through exercise also makes you handle stress better because it raises your beta endorphins and the brain's own natural morphine. Another one that I like to do is meditation. Meditation is a wonderful way to soothe your mind and help you create a state of deep relaxation. I like to meditate in the afternoon for about 10 minutes. I do so by using a couple podcasts. One is called Stress Free Naturally by Ashley Pappas, who was on podcast episode number 7. Another one I like a lot is Shell Hamilton. She has a podcast called Meditation Minis. Both of those are available on iTunes. Interestingly enough, meditating actually stimulates the brain. increasing blood flow to the areas responsible for attention and forethought, while calming down the areas that perceive pain. You can receive the positive benefits of meditating in just a few minutes per day. And now a word from our sponsor. We'll be back in a minute.
We all know that eating healthy is a part of becoming a better person. But if you're finding the organic and non-toxic products too expensive or hard to find, then ThriveMarket.com, the healthy online shopping club, is your solution. Like the Costco meets Whole Foods for everything healthy online, you'll get the best organic and non-GMO brands up to 50% off retail prices, shipped nationally to your door for free within 2 to 3 days. When you become a member, ThriveMarket.com will donate a free membership to a low-income family, teacher, or veteran, so we can all thrive together. You never have to pay full price for healthy food again. Go to thrivemarket.com/therebelhealthcoach to get your free jar of coconut oil and 15% off your first order. This offer is valued at $18 and available for our listeners only on this special link. So here it is again, thrivemarket.com/therebelhealthcoach.
Social connections are incredibly important to your overall health and well-being. Never underestimate the power of being around the right people. The health habits of the people you spend time with have a dramatic impact on your own health and habits. So surround yourself with people who are happy, upbeat, and kind. And stay off of Facebook because it gets negative. Number 5, yoga. This is one I don't do, and I probably should because I'm not very bendable. But yoga has been shown in a number of studies to help reduce stress and anxiety. It's a unique combination of physical poses and deep breathing techniques can also enhance your mood and overall sense of well-being. Number 6, this one I do a lot. Number 6, listening to soothing music can help you relieve stress by triggering biochemical stress reducers in your brain, and it does relax me, I have to say. Number 7, and this one I love. Number 7 is laughter. You can reduce physical effects of stress on the body. Lighten up by tuning in your favorite sitcom or video, reading the comics, or chatting with somebody who makes you smile. Number 8, getting a massage. Basically, this is a primary food group also, taking care of yourself. Getting a massage can do more than alleviate physical pain. Studies suggest massage is also beneficial for fighting stress. Number 9, natural relaxation substances are incredibly effective in reducing stress. Drink some spearmint or chamomile teas. Put dried lavender in a vase near your bed. Use calming essential oil aromas such as sage, bergamot, or lavender. And in episode 7 with Ashley Pappas, we covered essential oils. There are also herbs like ashwagandha and rhodiola, which are adaptogenic herbs for stress. I love my ashwagandha, by the way. Number 10, spending time with your pet has been also shown to reduce stress by increasing levels of stress-reducing hormones and decreasing production of the stress hormone cortisol. And number 11, and I do this on a daily basis in the morning before I start my day, I keep a journal. Keeping a journal may be one way to effectively reduce stress-related symptoms due to its meditative and reflective effects. A gratitude journal can really help put things in perspective. So every day, write down 3 things that you appreciate and make you happy. And with that, I am going to close this podcast out, and I appreciate you listening. The bottom line, what we are eating and how we are living is not sustainably, economically, physically, mentally, or spiritually. In saying that, concentrate on your primary food group. And it's all about baby steps. Thank you for joining me, and have an awesome day.
Thank you for joining in today with the Rebel Health Coach, Thom Underwood. And be sure to subscribe to the show so you can catch all the episodes. With desire and commitment, you can implement a lifestyle of wellness and fitness. For the support, encouragement, and tools you need to be successful, visit thomunderwood.net.